Why would I be painting plywood yellow? Stick around. You may notice that this is not mini mating nuke frames. This is actually plywood and paint. So here's the deal. I've shifted gears again because one of my new stores that I picked up, maybe 3 weeks ago, could be almost a month. They said that they kind of wouldn't mind having a dedicated display fixture for my honey. And admittedly, the display that I built last year, it's a bit big and it's a bit tall and it's a bit deep. Again, it's 60 inches plus the top banner part. I don't know what you call that. And it's 18 inches deep, so it's pretty big. So I'm going to build a new one here, and it'll be 48 inches tall and 12 inches deep. How did I decide on that size? Well, I started by taking a box of honey, my large jars, and I measured that for depth and width. And I decided that size would easily hold a dozen jars. And it'll hold more than that because then I decided to use a banner that I already have for the top banner thing that's on the display rack. So I made it a little bit wider. I made it 20 inches wide. 20 inches wide, 12 inches deep, and 4 feet tall. And for a backing this time, I've got this beadboard. I cut a piece off of it, so I'll show you what it is. I love this stuff for a backing. It's got a really nice look to it. And this is already primed. So I've got another sheet of beadboard there. It's not primed. This piece is just a little bigger than what I need. It was cracked, so I cut some off the end of it. This makes a really nice looking backing for cabinets and shelving units and whatnot. So I'll use that, and again, it's already primed, so I don't need to put my primer on the beadboard. I'll just wait for the color, and the color is going to be a surprise. The color won't be too far off what the last one was, but it was an independent selection at the hardware store, so it won't be the same, but it'll be a yellow. I think it'll be a little deeper yellow, a little more orange yellow. So it should look pretty good. You know, pretty straightforward stuff. Just get the primer on the roller. This primer is kind of old, and it's pretty thick. So I think it's going to work out okay. But boy, it's thick. It's really thick. It's almost drywall mud thick. And so I'll get this on here. I decided to paint these panels before I built the cabinet, which is certainly an option you have. That just makes painting. I remember reaching into the shelves of the other one to paint inside. It was a little more difficult. And I'll put on at least 2 coats of this paint, or this primer, and then we'll splash some color on this and see what it looks like. So I'll bring you back in a few minutes so that you can sit and watch paint dry, because I know you're looking forward to that on my channel. Okay, we'll see you in a little bit.
Golden nectar rising, kissed by the prairie sun. A taste so pure, it's like heaven on the tongue.
Okay, I've got 2 coats of primer on each side of these, and I didn't mention I'm using it's called a birch plywood. It's got a nice smooth veneer finish on it, and the one thing I don't like about using this plywood is it's actually, I think it's a metric dimension, so it's closer to 11/16 plywood instead of 3/4. So you just have to take that into account on your joinery, but not such a big deal. I wanted to point something out here to you. I've been using these things for years and I absolutely love them. And it's because when I do painting, it's usually a smaller project, so I have to pause in between. And when you pause and you've got your roller pan right full of paint, that can cause a problem. So what I've got here is I've got my roller tray, but I've also got a liner in it. But this is not just any ordinary liner. These are built in such a way that they have accommodation and a little way to lock together. And I'll tip this down so you can see. And when you're done painting for the day, and I've left this for a day or more, you can bring your roller up to the top. You can get a second liner, set that there. It kind of sort of locks in on the first one. Yeah, just like that. And the roller handle can stick out there, and it's called a dome, Eco Dome it's called, and that'll keep your paint rather fresh for at least 24 hours. I've left that in there for quite some time in the past. So what this is it's called Eco Dome. Actually, they say you can leave it for 48 hours. And it's a product by Richards. See here at the bottom, it says Richards. Richards, in my hardware store anyway, they provide all kinds of painting and drywalling tools. And they seem to be pretty good quality stuff. They're not, I don't know if they're high. I wouldn't know high end to low end when it comes to drywalling and whatnot. So here's the numbers. If you're looking for such a thing, it says use with this type of tray. I think it'll work with just about any kind of a tray. But that's what to look for if you're looking for that. Highly recommend them. I went looking for them at my hardware store one day and there weren't very many. And I asked the person working there, you know, do you have more of these? And she said, yeah, we have a few, but we're selling out of them. We're not going to buy them anymore. So I think I bought just about all they had. And they weren't very expensive. They're $1 or $2 a piece. So you can easily, once you use it and you get it all messy, you know, you can just throw it out. Because as you can see, they're not really very thick. I haven't found a reason to actually throw that out. I just wash it up. So my liner takes all the beating, and my roller tray is pretty pristine. So just a product I really enjoy, not associated with them at all. So what are we going to do next? We've got all the primer done. Next, we're going to do color. So I've got myself a nice, expensive gallon of paint here. Beauty Tone, that's the house brand from my home hardware. And I asked the nice young man for a paint that had pretty good wear resistance, because, you know, it's going to be out in public and jars sliding across it and whatnot. So it's got to put up with some abuse. And that's my color. Okay, so it's a little deeper than the color from the other display I built last year. I think that's the color of the other display. And this one's a little deeper, a little more orange, if you might say. So I think it'll look nice. I don't have time to send it for the kids to paint it this time, but I'm going to splash some of this nice new paint in it. I just got it yesterday. Should be well mixed still, and we'll get some color on these, and I'm really excited to see how they look. Okay, here we go. I actually have another little tool that I'm going to use for that. I'll show you. This is a plastic spout that fits right on the can. And I was just seeing if that's a Richards product too. I'm not sure, I can't read it. And I'll just clip that on there. It stays on there pretty tight, and now it doesn't make as much of a mess of the can when I pour that. So I'll get quite a bit in here. Wipe that with my roller. I usually wipe it with my brush, but I'm not using a brush right now. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Looks good on the roller. That looks really nice. My roller is actually a bit wet. I just washed it, so it's a little bit spotty there. Water doesn't bother latex, except it reduces the viscosity is the problem. Latex is water-based, so it doesn't interfere with the paint. It just reduces the viscosity, so it doesn't roll as nicely. But that's gonna dry out here pretty quick. It'll take a couple of coats anyway. Here's some terminology for you. I called that a roller. That's not the correct term. This tool is the roller. That's a roller pad. So if you're asking for a roller in a store, you have to know if you're asking for a roller or a roller pad. Now I'm going to paint the beadboard. You'll see the beadboard really come to life once it has color on it. Those beads really pop out when you can see the little shadow lines that they create. Okay, I'll leave that under my Eco Dome until that sets up. It'll get another coat. When that sets, I'll flip them over. I've got some little gadgets under these. I don't need them under there right now, but they're little painting triangles, pyramids that just sit on a very small point on your project. So if the paint is a little tacky when I flip it over, I can put these under there, and that really helps not stick to the drop cloth or mar the painted finish that I've just made. But again, I don't need them on there right now because the paint now on the bottom has been there long enough that it'll be set. I can see a bit of a wet spot there. Well, now I get to watch paint dry. Well, it's Thursday already, and I didn't get much done this week. I didn't get much done this week that you'd be interested in. And I'm going back into Winnipeg tomorrow, so I won't get any content tomorrow. So I have to close this off with this video. And so you can see that as of yesterday, I got my painting done. I actually just did a couple touch-ups there, and I really like this color. And don't stack them yet because they can stick together. I really like the color. It'll look really great on that display, I think. It'll take me a couple of days to finish this. I have a graphic ordered for the long sides, and that won't come in for a couple of weeks, so there's really not a big panic on this. The only panic is that it's using up my shop, and I do have other work I need to do. So that's enough on this display. You'll see that come together next week, hopefully. I was having my lunch a couple of days ago, sitting at my desk, and I got a phone call. The phone rang, and there was a manager from a store, this national chain that I deal with, and she said, "Could you bring honey into the store to sell?" And I said, "Yeah, absolutely." She lives near one of my other stores and has been buying my honey there. I think that's what she said. Anyway, she was familiar with my honey and she really enjoyed it. So she wanted to bring my honey in for her local section. So I said, yeah, sure, I'll bring that in. I'll be in on Friday and I'll see you. Now, I hope my plans aren't going to be foiled because there's a lot riding on tomorrow. It's raining right now. And that's partly why I wasn't in here working, is I spent all day outside clearing snow. I've got toque hair from wearing my hat, and it's gotten pretty warm. I think the high today was 4C, and that's 40F. And it's raining right now. It's a light rain, but it's raining, and I don't need that because that means for an icy highway in the morning. And I really don't want to contend with an icy highway. But it will be what it will be. I'm not taking my life, I'm not putting my life on the line. And if it's too icy for me to go to Winnipeg, I will just not go to Winnipeg. Simple as that. There's no amount of business that is worth my life. So I'm going to leave you with that for this week. And hopefully we'll have a little more exciting stuff to see with this display next week. We'll see it come together, hopefully. And yeah, then we can get it to the store in a couple of weeks when that graphic arrives. I really appreciate you watching paint dry this week. And I hope you have a really great weekend. Take care and have fun.